Hey guys, Win Reagan here, Associate Director from the Center for Worship and the Arts. I'm here with my good friend David Bailey, founder and executive director of Erebon, and founder, guru, producer, songwriter at Urban Doxology. David, it's so great to have you with us today, and we're going to continue our conversation thinking about songwriting. So we just talked about songwriting in general, we talked about worship songwriting a little bit, and now we want to talk about this crazy, lovely thing about songwriting that we all do it in different ways. We all kind of have our own way to do it. For those of us who have been doing this for a while, we've kind of gotten into rhythms and habits. For those of us maybe just starting out though, we're trying to figure out, man, how do I do this well, but how do I also do this so I'm being true to myself? And what I'd love for you to tell us a little bit about, David, is where you come from. When you think about songwriting, maybe songwriting and producing, what does that look like for you? Like maybe from start to finish, that process, just to give us an idea of how you do things.
Well, one of the things is, I am more of a producer than a songwriter. I can write songs. I have written songs. Sometimes I co-write with people, but I really consider myself a producer. And I actually think that songwriters write songs. That, as simple as that sounds, but you got a lot of people, like, writers write. And if you're like, you have ideas and you're not writing, then you're a dreamer. You're not a writer. Now you could be like, hey, I'm not good at it, but I want to, like, you need to write 100 songs.
Yes.
Or you need to write 500 or 1,000 songs. And then you tell me whether or not you're good at it or not.
Yes. Amen.
And I think that's the thing. Like, it's a volume game. It's getting up every single day and just write songs, and don't, like, there's two parts. There's the writing part where you just need to get the idea down and you need to, like, put the poetry and the melody and all those type of things together. And then there's the editing. Like, you put it away and you come back to it and say, like, the thing that you thought was like the best thing ever is terrible, and the thing that you would throw in the trash and thought it was terrible, you could be. And I feel like it was like a song like maybe like "Bless the Lord" or one like Andre Crouch's song. His sister, like, he thought the song was garbage. He threw it in the trash, and the sister got it out the trash. And it's like one of the it could have been like "To God Be the Glory" or wow. "Bless the Lord." It was like one song that churches have sing, and it's like made him millions of dollars, and he thought it was trash, And so I just think sometimes you need to get perspective, but sometimes because it is your own thing, sometimes you don't have a proper perspective, and that's where it's good to have a producer or some person that can be like, this is really great, and you got to be willing to edit, don't be so committed to your idea. Like, there can't be ego in excellent art. Because the way that you become an excellent artist is by editing and not having ego and being like, oh, I just made this thing that's awesome and it shouldn't be touched.
Well, I want to emphasize what you said about, I think for a lot of young songwriters, they think this is magic, that this comes down from on high. But, I'm watching the documentary on ESPN right now about Michael Jordan. Think about Malcolm Gladwell, this concept of 10,000 hours or whatever, doing something. This is a muscle. And you have to work it out daily. And you've got to, like you said, 100 songs, 500 songs, 1,000 songs. Until you get good ones. Like, you're going to have to write it's a volume game, like you said. I think that's so true for our young songwriters. Really think about, just keep doing it. Like, build your muscles, build your habit.
And even like, as you see about it, and you're like editing, right? Like, again, you want to go an inch wide, a mile deep in one particular topic. And so sometimes when you go back, and this is, I even have some records where, in my immaturity, like as I was growing as a producer and as a writer, where I changed perspective without setting it up. So what that means is I'm talking to God, then God's talking to me, and then I'm talking to us. I'm doing first person, second person, third person. And it's like, I've been producing records. I probably am like on my 15 full record, right, of a full album, and I've done this for many years now, and like,
we won't say how old we are.
I don't even remember. Like, I just don't even remember, and I just made up a number of 15. It's probably more than that, but like, there's stuff that I go back and listen to and I cringe on it. I hate it. I a lot of times hate listen to it, but I was like, that was the best thing that I could do at this particular time, and that's what you have to do. And so you need to, like, as a writer, like, begin to look at some of those things and continue to work at it.